Right, hello, lads and lasses, and welcome back to Boys Down Under, where this is the final, the last Glasgow Derby preview for this season. And we've come a long way from match day 5 now to match day 35. It's been a while. This is the fourth derby of the season, and in mixed results along the way, but glad we've made it. Wait, is it the fourth? One, two, three, four, fifth. This is the fifth derby of the season, completely on me. Before we go any further and talk about the game, if you are enjoying these videos and my hiccups, not actual hiccups, but, verbal hiccups, please remember to like the video and please subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all of you who do that, and but without further ado, let's get into it. So here we are, and Celtic have the opportunity to jump to 9 points ahead with 3 league games to go, and a goal difference that smurfs that of our rivals. The league would be over, but it's so frustrating because it won't be mathematically over, which is the term used when deciding who wins the league, but it would practically be over. Now, that's merely an if, that's an if Celtic win. There are no guarantees in these fixtures, which was very apparent at Hampden. But still, regardless, let's look at the form running into this match from both teams. And Celtic currently in the league are 5 from 5 in our last 5 league matches. The number 5 is being thrown around a lot this video, and we sit 6 points clear with the title in sight. Now, in all competitions, we are 4 from 5, but that's due to a cup set, because anything can happen in the cup, which we know. But as for Rangers, their last 5 games in the league sees them have 4 wins from a possible 5. And their last, they sit second on the ladder, 6 points behind the leaders. And, in a season where it should have been over by Christmas, if you get my drift. Regardless, as for all competitions, they are also 4 from 5 with a loss against Leipzig most recently in Europe. But regardless, though, into the injuries and suspensions for both teams, Rangers are dealing with some significant outages right now. Giannis Hadji is out for the season, and he has been for some time. Good old Alfredo Frog, get it, is also out with injury, and so too centre-back Philip Helander and striker Kmar Roof. Also suspended is Leon Balogun after picking up a red in Rangers' last premiership match against Motherwell. As for Celtic, we definitely have Josip Juranovic out, who has been an apparent loss the last few weeks with his hamstring issue. Nir Baton has returned as well, providing some defensive midfield depth. So Celtic is looking great. We look like we have a very strong squad. Happy days. And that leads us into the final, the final score prediction. I'm ahead of myself. We're into the lineup prediction, and arguably the most important lineup prediction of the season so far. So no more waffling. Let's see what I have predicted. And so we have Joe Hart in between the sticks, of course. Then the back line, it pretty much picks itself at this point. Tony Ralston at right back, Cameron Carter-Vickers and Carl Starfelt as the 2 centre halves. Then at left back, it is Greg Taylor. Then into the midfield trio. Very contentious, but I do think we'll see the same lineup we saw against Ross County, in that we have Calmac McGregor as the CDM, then Rio Hatate as the box-to-box, and then Matt O'Reilly up at cam. Then into the front 3, yet again contentious with the striker position, but you guys will see on the screen that I believe that Ange will go with Georgios Giacomakis at the striker role, providing that physical specimen, I guess he provides, he provides, and then the 2 wingers will be Jota and Dyson Maeda. Now, that leads us now into the final score prediction after my slip up earlier, but we saw in the Cup, despite Rangers winning in extra time, that Celtic are resilient enough to withstand pressure and go up to the end and score, even without Kyogo or Giacomakis being available from the opening. Now, we have the ability to of both from the beginning, and that actually is really good because it pushes Dyson Maeda out to the left wing, where he is very, very dangerous. Now, Jota has found some form as well, which we can't discredit. Always good to have a winger like Jota in form. But as for Rangers, they don't have a number 9. which is a striker, for those of you who are unaware, they had to play Scott Wright up top with Ryan Kent, I believe it was, against Leipzig, and then Fashion Sakala against Motherwell. Obviously, it doesn't mean Celtic can be lax in defence. However, what it does mean is that Rangers shouldn't be so prolific in going forward, but defensively as well. Missing Philip Hollander and Leon Balogun, it leaves them with Goldson and Bassi to fill the two centre-back roles, which leaves our favourite, Borna Barisic, there for a great appearance at left-back. But I ain't going to get cocky right now, because we could go out there, put on an absolute stinker of a performance, and only be ahead by 3 points with 3 league games to go, which will, certainly increase the anxiety levels for most Celtic fans. Do I think it will happen? No, especially at home, in front of a sea of green. The atmosphere will be popping, and it should be an absolutely incredible spectacle. Do I see us go out there losing? No, I don't. But you can't rule anything out, is what I'm trying to say. But look, I said it last time, and it was kind of the kiss of death. But Rangers, they've just, after that European defeat to Leipzig, they were on the back foot all game. They were lucky not to have lost by 3 or 4, but they will be more fatigued than Celtic. It is a given. However, credit where credit is due. They did show at Hampden that they are very, very capable of bouncing back in short turnarounds. However, it's going to be up to Celtic to absolutely go out there with 110% for the whole 90 minutes, because this game can't go to extra time and win it there, or at least, not drop any points to Rangers. A draw would be, I wouldn't be upset with a draw. I'd love to win the title, practically, not mathematically though, but I don't see anything wrong with getting a draw and staying 6 points clear with 3 more games to go. But look, however, I said it earlier, numbers are dwindling for Rangers. We'll have to see what happens. And look, as for Celtic, we have rested up. We have trained very, very well, I believe, I can see from the videos that Celtic put up. The starting 11 is a huge, huge decision and a huge call from Ange, especially regarding Kyogo and Giakoumakis and the midfield. Maybe he starts both GG and Kyogo and he goes to a 4-4-2 completely out of the blue. I don't expect it to happen. He hinted at starting Kyogo and Giakoumakis, but I don't know why you'd play Kyogo on the wing where it's clear he's not very effective. Regardless, whoever gets the nod needs to go out there with 100% intensity and make an early impact. Just like what happened in February in the same fixture. But I think that's the way we win it. We make an early impact, and before half-time, we give Rangers no hope of winning the match. Even if we got half-time, have to be 2-0, 3-0 ahead. 1-0 isn't 1-0. It's a very risky scoreline because Rangers get one back, they're drawing, and they have momentum to want to get a second. But so I'm hoping it will be at least 2-0 or 3-0 by half-time, but I don't see that happening. I feel Rangers know this is their last attempt to salvage anything in the league if they still have hope that they can get something from it. If they believe in miracles can happen, this is where a miracle will happen for them. But, if I was a betting man, right, I love the phrase because I can't bet yet, regardless. If I was a betting man, I think we could be expecting a gutsy end-to-end fixture with Celtic going out as 1-0 winners. Haven't seen many 1-0 wins this season from Celtic, so that's why it's a very odd prediction from me that I think myself, but I just get those vibes that it's going to be, an early goal from Celtic and we're just going to hold it for the rest of the game. And the winner, a Callum McGregor rocket. Given he can keep his shots under the crossbar for this game and not like what happened at Dingwall last week. Regardless, that is all from me. So remember to leave in the comments below your final score prediction and your final score prediction. Have your say on who should start with Kyogo and Giakoumakis. But yeah, let's hope that after it, next time I do a video, Celtic will be 9 points clear and the league will be 99.99999% complete. But that is all from me. So until next time, hail, hail.